What's going on, guys? Welcome to another Chase on Two Wheels First Ride, brought to you by Mountain Motorsports. And today, the Kawasaki Z125 Pro. These are the keys to this funny little motorcycle. Z125. Don't forget the Pro. Don't forget the Pro. I love the Grom, and I'm so excited to ride this thing. I hope you guys are ready to watch the video. Here we go. All right, the Z125 Pro. The fact that Kawasaki called it a Pro. I can feel the bike kind of shaking. I'm going to assume it's on. Oh man, how I love these tiny little bikes. They are so much fun. Not surprisingly, Kawasaki sees Honda with their Grom just kicking ass. And they're like, man, we need a bike in this. We need a bike in this game. And they make the Z125 Pro. I personally think this bike looks a little better than the Grom, the 2014. This is a 2016. Oh my god, it's so tiny. Oh, that's going to be an issue. Okay, whatever. Here we go. Hold on, we got to ride around just a little bit before we get going. Oh man, peak revs. No engine braking at all. Oh my goodness, this is going to be a very interesting video. We got a 4-speed gearbox. This, from what I understand, the Pro model is the manual shifting. In Europe, they actually have an automatic Z125, I believe. Is it semi-pro or not pro at all? I don't know. A while back ago, I rode a Honda Grom, loved every second of it. Now I'm on the Z125. I will say, wow, it revs up quick. It's surprisingly, I'm 5'10", and this bike does not fit me tiny. Like, you'd think you'd be squinched up. You're not. I'm way more squinched up on a Super Sport. As far as height-wise, I mean, the seat comes up like right here on me, and I'm just kind of chilling. It's super light. I was moving it around the shop. Like, look at it. Look at this thing. It's just tiny. You can just throw it back and forth with one hand. You get on this little bike and it's like, whee! That's full power. But these bikes don't have a ton of power. They are fun to ride though. Power is not equal to fun in a bike. God, I'm going 40 and I'm already like in third, having a, yeah, there's no pull at all with these little bikes, but where they lack power, they do have a ton of fun, and that's because of their small size. These bikes can be thrown around. This one actually feels a little more like a bike than the Grom did. The Grom felt like this weird little, I don't even know what you would call what I felt the Grom was. All right, hold on, we're going 40. Let's downshift rev my chain. Nothing like going by a Harley guy on a brand new Z125. Oh yeah. The Grom didn't really feel like a motorcycle. It didn't really feel like a tiny bike. Whereas the Z125 actually feels like a tiny bike. Let's see if we can get a top speed run. 60, yes! I hit 60, I'm not going to get any higher than that. So the top speed is like 60 miles an hour, which means I'm not going to take this thing to the highway. That would be absolutely terrifying. It is so easy to have such a good time. Like, I think part of the good time is that you're on this super tiny little bike. Please don't go. I'm not tall enough to be seen. Oh, can we get to 60? We're on a hill. We're on a hill. 61. Come on. Yes. Yes, we hit 61. I am curious if it can wheelie. I will be trying that out at some point in time. The bike doesn't feel like it's got a lot of power though. Like literally you like crank the throttle and nothing happens. Like it's whatever. But you know what? That doesn't take away from it, man. You still have that little fun factor. This bike is way more fun than it should be, and I tell people this about the Grom. And granted, the Grom's not going to be for some people, but for the people that do enjoy it, man, it is such a good time. Because if you've watched my videos, you know that I talk about the Grom and the Supermotos having, Jesus, that rear brake does nothing. What's really fun, what's something that the Supermotos have and the little Honda Grom has, and I'm seeing it's the same thing with the Z125, there's this feeling of fun, like you don't have to worry about what's going on. But yeah, there's just this feeling of like you can do whatever you want and you're not gonna get hurt because it's so tiny. It's so tiny. I think the front wheel came up, but I couldn't really tell because it's such a little baby bike. But yeah, one of the fun things about this bike and Supermotos in general is there's this feeling of like, you know what, if something bad happens, if I go down, it's not going to be that bad. Oh, this bike totally feels like a little motorcycle. See, that's one thing I didn't really get with the Grom. When I rode the Grom for the first time a few years ago, you know, it felt more like a scooter than it did a baby bike. And it was fun and it was like playful and all, but I wished it would have felt like more like a bike. Now, I haven't ridden the brand new Grom, the one with like little line lights, but I hope it feels like this. I hope they've tweaked it enough. Does it wiggle? Yeah, the handlebars wiggle a little bit. If you push the handlebars a little bit, you get this whole little wiggle situation. A lot of people say they don't like the sides because they don't fit on these bikes. I think the seat's super comfortable, and my knees, they do come up high. And I told you guys when I was sitting there, you know, looking at the bike, I was worried that these the handlebars would hit my knees. I'm not seeing that as a problem, because like look how much turn I can get without moving the handlebars a lot. I don't think my knees are going to be a problem at all. Now granted, if I sat up on the bike, God forbid, if I had a passenger, even having the bikes I do, I would still like to have one of these. All right, let's try this wheelie situation again. Let's sit on the back. It's so crazy how you can have no power, like none, yet you can still have a vehicle that is super fun to ride around. And you know, you might not be in a point in your motorcycling career where you can have fun on something that goes slow. Scooters aren't horrible, but I just don't have a lot of fun on scooters. Now this thing, which has less engine than some scooters, I could have a ton of fun on. It's okay, Z125, you're cheap and you're fun, and that's all that matters at the end of the day, is that you're cheap and fun. That's full throttle in first gear. All right, full gear, third. Yes, full. I can't pull it anymore. It can clutch the shift like a pro. All right, let's see if we can have a good time riding on these roads. These are like slightly back roady, kind of turny. Let's see if we can have a good time. Because what's the point of a motorcycle you can't have fun on? Oh man, we are almost cruising at top speed. I am tugged in as much as I possibly can be now. I am hitting warp speed on this thing. Oh my god. I have to slow down for a Prius and I am in a Z125. Just saying. Ooh, I got worried for a second. I was like, do I have to downshift to get over this hill? Holy crap. Now what I'm excited for is to do my turnaround test up here, because that thing is going to be on a dime. Speaking of that, Baker X Derek just got a Grom. He has a ZX10 and a 600, and he got a Grom. That just show you how fun these little bikes are. I don't know why Baker got a Grom when Kawasaki has this little guy though. Baker, what are you doing with the Grom, man? This is your lineage. This is also a perfect area. Hold on, I'm just going to turn around just to show you guys the turning radius on this beast. Right? It's just... Alright, what's awesome is these little guys, you can wheelie practice just everywhere. Oh, yes! It calls for another one of those. Oh my god, it's so tiny, okay. And it's so quiet. There could be an old man sleeping in that house and he would have no clue I'm out here wheeling. Oh my god, no, when it came down, I could feel the wheelbase, the shorter wheelbase, I think it's like 42 inches. I could feel that coming into play because it did give me a little bit of wiggle. Hold on, I'm sorry. I have to do a little bit more of that. I need something to just put a phone on. I need like a fire hydrant. Oh, that's perfect. I'll do it on a fire hydrant. These bikes are so much more approachable than other bikes. I'm gonna go tell this gentleman I'm about to pull mad stunts. What's up, sir? I'm about to try to wheelie this baby bicycle in front of that fire hydrant. I just wanted to warn you because it's a stunt zone now.
Okay, go ahead and do it. Okay.
Alright, here we go. Alright, I got the Z125. I've made it a stunt zone. Okay, nailed it. Absolutely nailed it. Oh my gosh. I appreciate your working with me on that one. Alright, now I've stalled it, so that's awesome. Okay. Alright, let's go. Enough stunting. We are done stunting. Alright guys, so there you go. There's proof. The Z125 is capable of doing wheelies, and the awesome part is you can do them in a subdivision lane road thing. See, that's one thing you don't get on bikes. That guy was just out walking his kid, going out for a little walk, and now if a motorcyclist typically came up to somebody in a subdivision that they lived in and was like, hey man, I'm about to do some wheelies in your subdivision, that person is typically going to be like, no you're not. But when you're on a Z125, you can do that kind of stuff. That stuff is possible. What's not possible is accelerating very hard. Alright, we had to start our acceleration with a wheelie. Alright, let's hit top gear for the turn. Alright, knee down. My knee is definitely not down. This is a fun little bike, man. I think I'm having more fun on this than I am the Grom. Only because the Grom, and it was an older Grom, it's like I said, it's not the newer Grom. Yeah, I think this bike feels much better than the older Grom because it feels like a little bike. It's like you take a Z800 or one of the naked bikes that the Kawasaki makes, and you just make a tiny version of it, and that's this. I do like the tack a lot too, and I'm not even joking. I really like the digital with the analog. Oh goodness, all the vehicles, and you can just stand up on it, and it's kind of like whatever. Oh god, a Corvette. Hold on. I almost got him. I did not almost get him. Oh no, being passed by a minivan. No, we have to drift it. Not drift it, draft it. We're drafting a minivan on the Z125, and it is working out well at 67. All right, that is rev limiter. All right, with my body weight, 67 is the top speed on the Z125. Transition wheelies. All right, ladies and gentlemen, 2016 Z125. Bum, bum, bum. awesome, affectionately named the Grom Killer. We're in the gray here. I'm not a personal fan of the gray. I do like the green though. Not a big green guy, but I think the green looks a lot better. It is cool how the engine matches the fairings. Look at these tiny little, look at this, just as my hand, just as reference. I like how it's a baby bike with a full-sized fender. That thing needs to leave. The exhaust is awesome, how they have it integrated into the bike. You want to know what the biggest joke on this entire motorcycle is? Who is going to ride this bike with 2 people on it? You know what, whatever. The little pan at the bottom, this little guy, an amazing accent, probably has no purpose at all, but it's awesome. It's not a bad bike, man, and it's fun. So now, another joke is I'm going to let you guys listen to the bike, but before we listen to it, I have to tell you, check out my website, Chaseontwowheels.com. I give you I give you HD pics of this little guy. Plus, I give you a high-quality sound clip of what this baby exhaust actually sounds like. If you're interested and you want to know what it sounds like, maybe that's something you should do. You should go check out the website. Go check out Chaseontwowheels.com to get that stuff, guys. But for now, I'm going to let you listen to it on the little microphone on the GoPro. We're going to get close. You hear that? You might not hear it, but it's on, I promise. Oh, look at it. Oh, you can even see the throttle. Well, guys, I gotta finish this video up, so we just gotta go ride it some more. Now, I've got a Supermoto, I've got a WR250, and I love that bike. And it has a lot of just pure fun factor. But this bike it has more. It has, oh, see, there we go. We ran into the knee issue right there trying to turn around. Oh, God. Big trucks, oh no. Do you see how quick it throttles up in first? Holy crap. This thing was like maxed out revs in like an instant. Please don't move at all. Thanks. So to be serious about the seating position, honestly, it's super comfortable. Like I am legitimately, oh, you liked it. You know you did in your little Hyundai Sonata Sport. The seating position is legitimately comfortable, guys. Like my butt, it's a tiny bike, but it has a big seat. It has a big seat to bike ratio. Yeah, you like the wheelies, huh? So guys, unfortunately with this bike, with having a max speed of 60, I don't really feel comfortable taking it on the highway, so I'm gonna have to call this first ride short. As far as who I would recommend this bike for, if you want a little bike to scoot around town in, an amazing option. If you want a like second or third bike just to mess around with, amazing option. If you want a stupidly cheap little bike, then that's all you can afford, or maybe it's your first bike, you don't have a lot of money, amazing option, man. You can be used to a full-size bike and still really enjoy these. I highly recommend them, man, but I mean, it's only going to fit a certain crowd, you know? I want to actually get one of these or a Grom and make it a track bike. I'll talk about that in another video, but I'm here at Mountain Motorsports, guys. I got to give them their bike back. Just know that this is an amazing little motorcycle. Also, huge shout out to these guys, Mountain Motorsports. They're the guys that let me ride these bikes for y'all and give you my first ride opinion. If you want to check them out, their information is always in the link in the description. But guys, this is it. That is it for the Z125 first ride. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure to let me know by hitting that like button and subscribing to the channel if you like these first rides. I have to give this bike back, but I think I'm going to wheelie it one more time, just because I can. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next video. Later.